All right, so I think we've waited long enough. We're gonna kind of come in here and scoop up our test. And what we'll do is we'll put these guys all on test. And this is just a name I gave that orange tracker, just so we can have something that we can clearly delineate from all the other names on the thing here. And we'll take our friendly little test here and we'll start walking. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll take this guy out in the woods here. I mean, if we're going to be using these things for, I imagine, hiking, skiing, different outdoor activities, we're definitely going to want to see the level of accuracy if you want to find someone. Say, for instance, someone falls, becomes incapacitated, they can't yell for help. 15 feet, as you know, out in the woods if someone's lying hurt, can be the difference between saving their life and not saving their life. I'm not saying these things could be used as a life-saving device, but in the event that you absolutely had to use it, you'd want it to be as accurate as possible. So I think we've got a pretty decent location here. Looks like it says we are 200 and call it 20 feet or so from Daddy. So we're going to hang it right here. And if that's down, say that's going to be how someone's going to wear it on their belt loop. More than likely, it's going to be hanging in a downward position. You can see it goes right back to a test phase. That's kind of the rest, I don't know, inclination for the tracker. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pause the video. We're going to go get Daddy and the other units, and we're going to come back to this unit one at a time. We're going to see what the differences are in the angle in degrees of the piece, the indicator on the screen, and the actual distances involved. All right, so we're back to our home location, and as you can see right off the bat, 205 feet, 196 feet, so yeah, call it a 4-foot difference. You can see the values change as I get closer. Maybe this is affecting the low frequency or the GPS coordinates, I don't know, but you can see there is definitely variation in the distances involved for what each one of these units say it should be from test. In some cases, so from 219 to 200, so we're talking a 20-foot difference on the extreme left and the extreme right here. That's maybe a little bit too broad in my case. I think that would be the distance from here to maybe over an embankment. I don't know, but again, I'm an engineer, so for me accuracy is key. So let's go ahead and take Daddy and let's go ahead and see what we get when we start trying to track with this guy. So if I orient and I strictly follow the dot, I'm pretending like I do not know where this unit is in the least bit. I'll just keep it centered. And for all intents and purposes, I'm going to assume that we're going to walk as straight as possible according to what my tracker here says. And then we'll see how close we get, and we'll do it with another unit. So if I just keep oriented. Now if I get to a point where it's impassable, I will take the most, likely path that presents itself. And we're getting to a point where that's getting to be impassable. But again, if we're using this for a search, then that's what we want. We want to get to the person or object as quickly as possible. Well, I'm going to say that in the case of our test we're running here, I am not going to do that. So I'm going to try and find the easiest path to get forward. It looks like it's through there, and you can see it's oriented back this way. So just by moving this guy around, it definitely wants me to go through here. So let's go back through here, see if we can find a path forward. Let me switch hands. And we will see where this takes us. Okay, so here's an easy way to get through. We're definitely still hard orienting to the right side. And it says we have a distance of about 120 feet. So let's start looking around to see where we're at. I'm pretending. Oh, I do not know where this path will take me. So let's go ahead and get realigned. And in real time, folks, I'm going to go ahead and apologize now for the length of the video, but I think it's important we have these kind of real-world demonstrations so we can actually see what the devices say as far as tracking is concerned. Again, I'm just going strictly by what the device is telling me. I imagine if you're out using the device, this is how you would use it. You probably wouldn't hold it down at your hips, although you could. Although in my case it makes it a little difficult to walk. So we're going to continue to track. It says 70 feet this way. Although we're getting closer. So again, just trying to keep it oriented at a 12 o'clock position. Still trying to track in through. All right, it says I'm close. We've lost any ability to get any greater detail. And as you can see, the unit is not anywhere close. And I'll show you. Yep, you can see nearby test. We really aren't that close. So I know where the unit is. I'm going to walk 1, 2 steps to my right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 steps, and then back in 1, 2, 3, 4 to our unit here. So, not really that accurate. Let's see how the other unit does. I'll leave those two here. We'll see if maybe one is just maybe not as accurate as the other. We'll go back, grab another unit, and try it again. Welcome back, folks. Sorry, I think what I'm going to do to keep the video, it's already 8.5 minutes long. I'm going to post this video, and then we'll create another one kind of in this series with each one of these devices so you can look at each one of the results. And maybe that way you don't have to sit there and listen to my annoying voice for 10 minutes.